guess the pistachio. Yeah. Why do you hate me? Why can't I stand and walk away? Why is it so damn hard to stay? I was sick because I got something to say. I was sick of all your problems lately. You need your drama so you keep me around. It doesn't get any better anytime soon. I'm sick and tired of being pushed around. So I'm waiting for the storm to save me. When everybody wants to shut me down. And I ain't hearing one word you gotta say to me. Right now I'm trying to figure you out. You bring me down. Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why do you hate me? Why you try changing who I am? Now why can't I make you understand? Now understand that you're always about to come to an end. Yeah. No one ever gave a fuck until right now. And no one ever I'm giving it up. Fuck it, I'm giving everything I ever had to give. But right now I'm just not giving a fuck. So what? So I'm waiting for the storm to say what? But you can bet I'm getting sick of your lies. But right now, what you gotta say to me? Why should I leave it? Why you bring me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why? You keep dragging me down. Still racing to the ground. I ask you why. Why you keep beating me? I can't take this anymore. I gotta ask you why. Why do you drag me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why do you hate me? Yeah, wasn't always gonna be like that. You know it's always your way. Look at your seat past that, yeah. The one day you're gonna understand that you've been running your words for too long and no one cares. No one is people that you keep on your side. And they don't know you like I do. And all the secrets that you try to hide. Chasing where I always look at you. It's not the night when my back's just turned and now I'm through with you. You bring me down. Every time I turn around and I ask you why. You keep dragging me down. Still my face into the ground. I ask you why. Why you keep beating me? I can't take this anymore. I gotta ask you why. Why do you drag me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why do you hate me?
Well, welcome. Apparently you guys are out there sleeping. Today is, what the hell is today? January 31st? Oh, January 30th, 2026. If you're watching this, you're watching the replay. Or unless you're rewinding it. Anywho, if anybody wants to come in and have a conversation, if they're not too scared, you're more than welcome to. But I know most of you are scared. Seems to be that way. Got a lot to say in the comment section of my recent videos, but you ain't saying nothing on the panel. You're not pulling up. Pull up. No, you guys ain't gonna pull up. So I'm looking up something here. But yeah, today's video is a reaction video to another instigator nuisance out there running around the country doing the same kind of crap, what they call window shopping to a degree. He doesn't quite window shop, but he definitely is seeking illicit. He's eliciting and seeking, same word, negative reactions so he could have a click, like, and view fest on his channel. He's one of the most popular YouTubers out here. I don't know where everybody's at. Where is everybody? It's Friday night. Are you sleeping? Am I that controversial that you guys don't want to come in here? Is that what it is? Let's see here. I'll pull my own shit up. Get me ready so I can see what's going on. Let's see. So, anywho, me and somebody else is in the chat. I'm on my phone looking at these two screens here. So, if anybody wants to join, whoever the other one is, and I probably know who you are. Are you a pedo pogo? Think I know who you are, Mr. Stalker, pedo pogo. Yeah. Let's see. Who else is live? Is it just me? Or is it Memorex? Let's take a quick look real fast. I gotta do a little investigating. Taquan X. My man Taquan X is live right now. Is that Wild T Reigns? Is he live, hogging up all the viewers? Oh, Jack Talcott. He's not live. He was earlier, 3 hours ago. Let me see. Nobody's. Oh, we gotta hit the live button. That would help. Who's live right now? Taquan. Harvey Freebird's got 238 people watching. Boy, damn, he's all right. Crucible. Joe Rogan Experience. The Crucible. Let's see. No, ain't nobody good out here. Nobody good out here. It's just me. Live on patrol. I think I might need to start doing some police driving around town videos. You're doing dishes, are you? What's up, Lynette? Yeah. I think I've irritated a lot of people there, Lynette. But that's okay. You know, that's what I do for my content. I upset people and I get them mad. I put the panel link up here and nobody wants to come and join the conversation. What's up with them? Are they a little upset? They scared? But yeah, I'm gonna share this video here of the old Amagansett press. This guy's been doing this shit for a while now. He goes all over the country and does this type of shit. Anticipation of the pepper spraying of people. I don't know what it is with these guys, but they seem to think that this is the cool thing to do. There's 6,000 comments in here. I could read the comments all day on this. You know, it's funny that you guys out here that support this shit, there's, you know, Lynette, if you're still listening while you're doing the dishes or whatnot, but you know, when I did that live stream not long ago, 4 or 5 months ago, whatever it was, I've done it a couple of times, but I share the live screen. I share the live screen of the YouTube. And well, not only that, but Remember the Lane Myers character that was in Arizona that was battling with the government, yada, yada, yada. And I would go into the chat and I would say things in the chat that were supportive of Lane Myers and his mission. And whenever I would go in there and I would give Lane Myers my personal opinion, my advice, my I wouldn't do that, or yeah, that sounds good. Whatever it was that I did, and I said, even though he and I are supposed to be on the same page, so to speak, whenever I made a comment, for example, he had a court hearing coming up in the morning, so at night he was doing a live stream, and he was adamant about saying some pretty derogatory stuff to the judge if the judge did not grant his motion, whatever the motion was at the time. I don't remember. But he was going to say, what's up with you and the prosecutor? Judge, are you fucking the prosecutor? He was going to accuse the judge of having a sexual affair with the prosecutor. And I said to him, hey, I wouldn't do that if I was you. That's probably not a good idea. In a comment in the chat section. And I said, it's, better than to do that. That's going to cause you nothing but problems. I would suggest that you refrain from saying something like that. And the entire chat, he probably had 150 of those people who wander from live stream to live stream to live stream. There was 150 people in there. And even the ones in there who I've had conversations with before, who we were on the same team, on the same side, the same page, whatever it was, they all were attacking me. And I find that very concerning. It's disturbing if you ask me. It's almost as if, how I tell you, Lynette, because apparently you're the only one in here besides you and me. Remember how I've told you over and over again that these people that are doing this are part of some sort of weird operation where they want these people that are in here, like these YouTube creators, they want them to pursue, whatever it is that they're pursuing, even though if it's a negative thing, it's almost as if they want them to do it. You know what I mean? It's like attacking me for giving him advice and saying, hey, man, I wouldn't go into the courtroom and say that type of stuff because you're going to get hemmed up. You're going to regret saying it. You would think that his supporters in that chat would say, yeah, you know what? That Bad Apple guy, he makes a good point, and you probably shouldn't say anything like that. You should probably, be cool, man. Don't go out, don't get yourself all hemmed up. But that's not what they were doing. They were attacking me, blocking me, saying stuff to me like you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, you should probably go fuck your, whatever they could say. And I was like, wow, you guys are attacking me for telling him to chill and to not do anything like he's planning on doing because he's going to get him in trouble. Well, this is a pattern that I've been noticing with these chat box clowns. I don't even think it's just drama, Lynette. I think it's deeper than that. I think what they do is that they appear to be supportive of these people by coming into the live stream and saying things and keeping the algorithms hot and steady. But deep down, they're not there to benefit the creator or the person who's going through this shit. They literally encourage these people to do the dumb shit that they do so they will get hemmed up. Do you see what I'm saying? Does anybody understand where I'm coming with this perspective? Where I'm getting at? Because I've not had anybody ever, rarely do they come and support. Like if you were to go into my comment section for the last 3 or 4 videos, that I've done over this pepper spraying in Marine City with this Ian from Welcome to This World. If you go into my comment section and you read the comments, most of the comments they don't address what I speak about in these videos and how I oppose what they're doing, and they don't come in to have an actual, any banter. They don't come in with any intelligent thing to say. They typically, most of them were coming in and attacking me, calling me names, childish, insults, just avoiding the actual conversation, the topic that is of the video. They would only come in and say, "You're fat. Oh, a bad apple's got worms in it." And just the dumbest shit that you could say if these are grown-ass adults. And sometimes I think that, well, maybe they're not grown-ass adults. Maybe they're, young people. They're bots. They're this, they're that. And then I go to the comments that actually have something positive to say, who oppose me, who want to tell me that I'm an idiot and that Ian was attacked and the judges and the prosecutors, they're all fucking idiots and you don't know the law. Well, I'm pretty sure that I know the law fairly well. I'm not saying that I'm an expert in any way, shape, or form, but I'm pretty fluent when it comes to legalese, so to speak. I'm pretty sure that I could pass a bar exam to become a lawyer if I was to petition the Michigan Supreme Court like a guy who is a lawyer who shouldn't be a lawyer did. That's Solomon Idamusaro, an old court-appointed attorney for me. But do you see what I'm talking about here? Yeah, see, here's one of these guys. This is this loser, True North Transparency. Hey, dude, the link is right here if you want to come and have a conversation with me like an adult, if you're capable of doing that. And I don't think you're capable of doing that. I think you're just full of ad homs and insults because you can't address the actual conversation at hand. You don't have anything productive or constructive to say. You always want to destroy and add in insult to injury or whatnot. You don't have anything important to say, do you, True North? This is a guy, True North, who's been banned from the entire Yukon. Have you not been banned from the Yukon? Right. So you're more than welcome to come up here and explain to us what your window shopping content, what's it all about? I'd like to hear it from an auditor. This guy's got 60,000 subscribers or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, Lynette, you could look it up and put it in here real quick. But True North Transparency says that I don't know shit about the law, loser. You want to have a debate? You want to see who knows about the law and who don't know about the law? How about this, True North Transparency? You have a very popular channel, because I only had 114 people watching my video, because that's what you're concerned about. You're not concerned about the truth and transparency. You're concerned about how many people watch your fucking garbage, because I watched your fucking shit for about 10 minutes where you're harassing somebody outside of a fucking business. Whatever, dude. You can do that all you like. I'm not telling you can't. You wouldn't listen to me if I did. But I'm just telling you that it serves no purpose. Okay, so I got 4 fucking people watching. How much money do you make on YouTube there, buddy? Why don't you turn your screen around and show everybody how much money you make on AdSense if you're so fucking, what's the word that I'm looking for? Successful? If you're doing this for a reason and you're actually making financial fucking gain, why don't you be transparent, True North? Transparency? If you have the balls, come on here. Great, he's got 68,000 subs. Good for him. And if you don't understand what I'm saying here, later. Bye. Is that what you're leaving? Because you can't take the heat? You got to get out of the kitchen? You can only run your mouth in my comment section? You can't come in here and have an adult conversation because you're not man enough? Is that what it is? The link is right fucking in the thing. You need me to put the link up again? Here, let's put the link up again. So you can't say that you don't have the link. There it is. Here, let me copy and paste it for you so you get the proper link. There you go. Well, you ain't man enough to come up here, bro? You want to come in and just run your mouth in the chat comment in the comment section in the chat box? You typical fucking coward. Is that what it is? You afraid I'm going to give you a little bit of smoke? Of course. All you guys want to run away. It's funny. So what I'm saying is, yeah, you might have 60,008 subscribers according to your numbers, but do you really have 68,000 subscribers? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt you got 68,000 subscribers. You don't realize that YouTube inflates your numbers. I've already proven this time and time again. I can go on here, pull up a live fucking stream from somebody who's not in the First Amendment community, like right here. I can go to live stream right now. I'm going to the live tab, and you guys could do it too. Here, I'm at the live tab on another page right now. Harvey Freebird, he's got 28 people watching, but I don't know exactly how many subscribers. Let me see. Let's find a good one. Here's a channel called The Enforcer. Let's see how many. He's got 12,000 people. He's got 531,000 subscribers. So when James Freeman, who has 500 and something thousand subscribers, when he goes live, he can barely get 500 people to watch his shit. He barely can get 500 people to watch his shit. This is what I'm talking about. And how many people come into your live streams, True North Transparency, if you haven't ran away yet? How many people come into your live streams with your 68,000 subs? You should have at least 2,000 or 3,000 people watching your shit. At least when you go live. Doesn't matter what time of the day. Well, if he's got 68,000 graphics, if he's got, I know how much money can be made if you have a legitimate channel and you actually have that amount of subs. I was communicating with Jessica Kent. She's got over 1 million subscribers right now. 5 or 6 years ago, when I went and visited her in, August of 2019, when I drove to Chicago and had an interview with her, she was, I think, 35,000 subscribers, somewhere around there. And she told me that because she just blew up to 30, she was about 6, 7, 8 months into her channel. And she told me that her first big check that she got was for 14 grand. So if True North Transparency has 68,000 subs and he goes live, he should get at least 5%. But this is something that you guys don't realize. I've been studying influencers for well over 10 years. I don't know who Asmund Gold is, but yeah, if you have, but the difference is though, graphics, if you're in the type of content, like controversial content, you won't get so many, you'll get like a really small amount per view. You'll get like 0.0001 cent per view or something of that nature, because you're in a different category. But if you got content that's not controversial and advertisers aren't shy to put commercials on your content, you can get a penny a view or whatever it is. So this is what I'm saying, that this guy True North, he's clearly not because of his own doings. He's not going and paying for subs. That'd be kind of silly. Who knows? Maybe he is, but I doubt it. But YouTube themselves, they inflate these fucking guys' numbers, whether you realize it or not. Lackluster, for an example. Everybody knows who Lackluster is. The guy had over 1 million, or on his 1 million subscriber live stream that he promoted for a week, I think he had 3,000 people watching. That doesn't reflect 1 million subscribers. It doesn't. Okay. Asmon the Gold has 4.33 million subs. So he's probably banking some fucking money. I know YouTubers that are making $1 million a year from their content. I hear that the frauditors that were outside Marine City, I don't know how true it is, but apparently I heard something from those that were involved that Michigan Constitutional Crusader doesn't own his channel, that some other entity, some other channel owns his channel. I don't know who, but the point being is that you guys aren't really doing the numbers that you claim you're doing, or not you claim, but your channel claims. For another example, Direct D has his side channel, the Christopher Ruff channel. At the time, he's probably still got the same amount. He's got around 27 to 28,000 subscribers or whatever it is, give or take. And I would go on there and I'd try to talk to him, and he was a fucking prick and a smart ass and whatever. And with 28,000 subscribers, the dude could only get like 120 people in his live streams. And I told him, I said, your numbers are overinflated. Your numbers aren't real. I told Christopher Ruff this, and he argued with me and told me I didn't know what I was talking about. There's reasons for that, because people like long content and people like short content, people like this kind of content, and people got new phones and blah, 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 blah. And he had every fucking reason under the sun why my numbers with my 2,500 subscribers and my view count blew his out the fucking water, statistically speaking. Because my numbers, my subscribers may be low, but I get pretty decent view counts on some of my shit. I used to get really good view counts. But when you have overinflated YouTube numbers, your live streams are going to maintain low views. It's just statistic mathematics. Whatever. Until last year, Asmongold lived in a roach-infested attic. Well, I would imagine that's how some people, like to live. I don't know. I don't know the dude, but hey, he's making some bank. Maybe he's going to retire and just get off to YouTube, I guess. I don't know. But there's money to be had out here. I'm not saying that there's not, but these guys that are doing these videos, I think that, it's pretty messed up content. I call it harmful content. I know nobody likes to hear me ranting and raving about the harmful content. I'm going on for fucking 27 minutes here, waiting for somebody to get a hair on their ass to hit that StreamYard link and to come on up here. I guess most people are scared, but hey, that's cool. I'm not mad at you. So let's watch this video similar to the Marine City incident where Mr. Meat Market man, the Zimmerman Meat Market, where the guy was the guy was pepper sprayed. Let's watch a similar video here from Amagansett. Let's check it out.
Wonderful day, bro.
The guy walking into that store right there to CVS, they had a conversation with him, whatever. Now here comes this guy, Grandpa. And he's going into the store, and you can immediately see the flashes, and you could hear the clicks from the taking still photos. Yeah, see the flashes and the click, 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 click. Ooh, there he goes.
What was that? Mosquito? I can't hear you. Is she talking to us? I can't hear.
Who do you think she's talking to? Jason Adam Gutterman?
So,
Oh, good. Somebody came out. Yes, sir.
I got a complaint.
More pictures. You see the flash and you hear the click.
From who?
Doesn't matter. It's on the phone. So as soon as it's on the phone, I have to tell you guys.
You got a
I can't take
complaint on the phone?
it. Correct. Yeah.
So somebody called, what? Somebody that was here called up and said,
They called, yeah.
Is it so shocking, Jason?
So I can't have you guys here if we're taking photos. It goes obviously into
but we're
it.
having
I'm
so
a
much fun,
pharmacy.
man. Everybody's having a good
I
time.
know, but it's just something I have to do. So we'll have to call the police if we don't, and they'll dispute it. I got nothing against you guys. It's just what I have to do.
And what did they say we were doing?
I don't know. I didn't take the phone call.
Oh.
I just know it's a complaint, so that's how we'll have to go going forward. I don't mean any disrespect towards you guys. It's just how we're going.
No, I got you. Yeah, you're being very respectful and reasonable. I appreciate you. But I don't know. I mean, we're on the sidewalk. I'm not on here.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be they're all in police dispute, whatever it is. Whoever.
But so
owns
the
this part
person
of
that
it.
called up and complained left already?
No, they called. So I have no idea. They just know you took their picture, and they don't appreciate that. I understand.
Yeah, they're taking pictures, still pictures, and videos.
And it's a public sidewalk.
Well, no, I was just going to say. So
It is a public sidewalk. Don't get me wrong. You know, a lot of people come into the comment section of my videos and they want to go, "You're against the First Amendment. You're a traitor." Whatever they're saying. You know, you're probably against the Second Amendment too. No, what you guys don't understand is that I don't have an issue with exercising your First Amendment in public and just merely taking pictures and videos. I get it. There's really nothing anybody can do about it because there's no expectation of privacy in public. But when somebody doesn't want their picture taken and you claim that you're out here doing this and you're not looking to start trouble, and somebody says, "Hey man, can you not take my picture?" Or all they got to simply do is say, "All right, man, cool, no problem. I'll edit you out and I won't put your likeness on there." That's all I got to do. Or say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I took your picture." Whatever, just try to smooth over. But no, see, Jason is no different than the rest of these fucking guys out here. They're doing this specifically and purposefully, attempting to elicit negative reactions out of people so they can get the opportunity, like Jason is about to do, to pepper spray a grandpa, as they describe him.
I would assume if they called on the phone, they probably left.
Correct.
They're not calling from inside the store.
No.
Right?
It's outside of a CVS pharmacy
So
Yeah.
in Buckeye, Arizona.
they're gone already. Everybody else having a good time.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have to call. The police is just gonna have to be one of those things.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah, it'll happen. So
Okay.
just
Well, I
let you
appreciate
guys
you
know.
coming out.
I
Let me know,
appreciate
man.
you guys.
Yeah,
You guys have a good
appreciate you.
So we edited the video to where the guy just walked in, the old guy, he calls grandpa and he took pictures of him. And so now this employee comes out and now they go right to the fucking guy coming back out of the store. Now here comes the grandpa, as the title of this video is targeting this guy that they're referring to as grandpa, because this guy does not want his picture taken. And he can say that he doesn't want it taken. And if Jason from Amagansett Press was a half a decent human being, he would tell this guy, "Hey, no problem, I'll take it off of there." But then Jason wouldn't have any viewers. Nobody would want to see him standing outside of a business having somewhat cordial conversations with people about what he claims are travel videos. He needs this, what's about to happen, to give him his clicks, likes, and views from those that are watching that are addicted to the dopamine hit. Because they'll watch 40 minutes of a fucking video to get a minute and a half of that dopamine hit.
What are you taking pictures for?
Sorry?
What are you taking pictures for?
This guy's not being rude. He's not being obnoxious. He just come out and say, "Hey, what are you taking pictures for?" It was a simple question.
Taking pictures, making a video, just doing a little story.
Let's slow it down. Let's go back to the original speed. And let me back it up just a hair to this guy to show exactly how he approaches them.
What are you taking pictures for?
Sorry?
What are you taking pictures for?
Taking
Very kind, very polite, simple question.
pictures, making a video, just doing a little story about the
I'd
area.
like you to delete the picture you took of me.
He said, "I would like you to delete the picture you took of me." Did he demand anything? He said, "I would like you to delete the picture you took of me." Is that an unreasonable question?
Say again?
I'd like you to delete the picture you took of me as I entered.
I don't delete. My delete button is
Yeah.
broken.
Well,
Oh, I don't believe my delete button's broken. Now, what do you think that anybody in their right mind is going to fucking do and say when you ask politely and then you want to be a fucking smartass?
let me.
No, you don't want to.
And he was joking. "Oh, let me. Is he really going to grab his camera and delete? He probably doesn't know how to even operate the camera, but he's just annoying him. This old guy, grandpa, is annoying Jason like he's annoying the grandpa. But Jason, just like Ian and Pam, when I went to them and recorded them, they don't like it when you give it back to them.
Do that, bro. No. You really don't want to do that.
You can see in the mirror, you know, look at Jason. He's already got his pepper spray in his hand. He's already got it ready, just like Ian did.
Asshole.
You don't want to do that, bro.
And he says, he calls him, "You're being an asshole." Grandpa says, "You're being an asshole."
Stop following me.
Yeah.
Stop following.
Stop following me. He goes, yeah. This is a big beam right here. This is a big, you see the beam right here in the background, right here? This is a pretty big part of the building where this young, fit, not grandpa, Jason's only 55 years old, and he boasts all over his social media how excellent shape he is. He takes pictures of him posing with his shirt off and showing how muscular his fucking body is. But he's afraid of grandpa here. So he can't retreat. He can't run around the thing here and play Ring Around the Rosies just to avoid him. He's got to go back, watch the reflection in the window. So immediately pulls the fucking pepper spray out and sprays. And so I don't know what you guys think about that, but that's just pretty fucked up, if you ask me. That right there, depending on how old that guy was, he was at least 65. At least 65. And if you ask me, that would probably be could be considered some sort of attack on a senior citizen. You know, elderly abuse or whatnot. Let's finish watching.
Following me. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me?
You're trying to following me. What's the matter with you? Stop following me. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me?
You're trying to grab my camera and you're going to chase me down the sidewalk?
I'm trying to get you to delete the fucking
He's like, I'm not grabbing your camera. I'm trying to get you to delete the picture you took of me.
photo.
Yeah, you're trying to physically get me to delete it. What's wrong with you? We're out here having a great time with people today, man.
Listen to him.
We're out here having a great time with people today, harassing them. And the people that tolerate us, they don't give me a hard time. They just go, oh, okay, all right, great, thanks.
You guys, you think that this is fucking... any of you think that this is normal fucking behavior? Now, I can see if this guy grabbed a hold of him, was trying to, like smack him and punch him and kick him or whatever. But when he's feet away from him and he's raising his hands up like, oh, woogie, woogie, boogie, woogie, woogie. And then Jason Gutterman, the tough guy social media superstar who pepper sprays everybody around the country, has to pepper spray a grandpa.
You going to come out and try to grab my stuff? Did you get that on camera?
I'm trying to get you to delete the damn.
Well, now I'm calling. Call the...
He's saying, I'm just trying to get you to delete the damn video. This fucking guy standing here with pepper spray in his fucking eyes because Jason Gutterman needs content for his fucking channel.
Police. Do me a favor. Call the police.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, fuck you.
Brilliant move, bro.
Oh, Jason Gutterman, shame on you. Shame on you for making him out to be the aggressor. This is the type of shit that I can't stand with you fucking fake ass fucking auditors where you're out here harassing our fellow Americans. What purpose does that serve, Jason Gutterman? You fucking dickhead.
Brilliant. And don't leave because the police are coming.
Oh, so wait, he has to stay there because you pepper sprayed him? The fuck out of here, asshole. Like I said, one of the reasons why Jason Gutterman, a.k.a. Amagansett Press, stopped doing live streams is because he's afraid of somebody like me showing up while he's live streaming and confronting him. That's why all of these YouTubers stop doing their live streams the way that they do. They record it and then they put it up later. It's fucking, this is disgusting. I don't care who you are. This has got nothing to do with the First Amendment. And if any of you out there believe that this is protecting the First Amendment, there's something wrong with you, man. There's fucking something wrong with you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's what this guy, he needs to tell him, fuck you. So let's watch the other video from his kid. Let's watch the view from his son, Benjamin Gutterman's version.
Appreciate you.
And like I shared with you before, watch watch Jason now that you can see his entire, the entire situation, watch him prepare himself with the pepper spray almost immediately in anticipation that he is going to pepper spray this guy. Jason has done this at least 5 times that I know of. There's probably a bunch more. I don't watch his content, but if I was to go through his content, I would probably find at least a dozen pepper sprays. I could be wrong, but I know of at least 5 that he's done.
Whatever else.
Maybe a couple of them were justified because they were actually touching him. Now watch.
What are you taking pictures for?
Sorry?
What are you taking pictures for?
Taking pictures, making a video, just a little story about the
I'd
area.
like you to delete the picture you took of me.
Say again?
I'd like you to delete the picture you took of me as I entered.
I don't delete. My delete button's broken.
Well, let me.
No, you don't want to do that, bro. No. You really don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, bro. Stop following me.
It's called being shadow banned graphics. When you speak the truth and you're a legitimate channel and you don't have YouTube supporting you and giving you fake numbers and putting you in the algorithm, guys like me who tell the truth, and I point out the fucked up YouTubers who are making them money, because this guy right here, Watching the Watchman, has 315,000 subscribers. This is Amagansett's kid with 315,000 subscribers. Who do you think YouTube is going to support? The people who get 315,000, whether it's 50, 40, 50, 60,000 views, or God knows how many. If I was to do what they're doing, my numbers would grow as well. But if you don't know about influencers or YouTubers or social media, when you speak the truth and you're not part of their agenda, you are lower in the algorithms. My subscription, or people who are subscribed to me, they don't get my notifications. If you don't understand what social media is here to do, then I can't explain it to you. I know what I'm talking about.
Stop following me.
See, look at this. Let's rewind it, and we'll see exactly.
Taking pictures, making a video, just a little story about the
I'd
area.
like you to delete the picture you took of me.
Say again?
I'd like you to delete.
So it's 16 seconds. Let's see how fast it takes Amagansett to pepper spray.
The picture you took of me as I entered.
I don't delete. My delete button.
My delete
Well,
button.
let me.
No.
My delete button. And he's goofing around. Well, let me do it. 21. So we'll go from 21, where he first started to pretend that he was going to grab for his camera.
You don't want to do that. No.
There's Jason right now, reaching into his pocket. He's walking away. He could keep walking. He could walk fast. He could walk around this beam. He could go down here, walk around this beam. He could go out in the street, walk around this car. But no, he's reaching into his pocket right here to get his pepper spray, because he's already going, oh, this is going to be a great video. It's going to go viral. I'm going to get 1 million views and make $10,000 off of this. So here he goes. Watch him reaching into his pocket. He's already pulled it out.
You really don't want
Got it
to
in his hand.
You don't want to.
He's not, he doesn't, if a cop is harassed, or not, if a cop is about to tase you or pepper spray you, they are required to give you a warning. Jason's not a cop, of course, but he has no intention of giving anybody any warning. He's just got his little can of pepper spray in his hand. His eyes aren't even on this guy right now. His eyes are over here at his kid, hoping that his kid is getting all this on video. So here he is,
Do that, bro.
walking backwards. Look at him with his great big eyeballs, like he's got to make it look like he's scared. Stop following me. This is the key thing that you have to say. It's kind of like a cop punching you and punching you and punching you while he's yelling, stop resisting. Jason saying, stop following me, is the equivalent of stop resisting.
Follow me. Stop following.
See how far away he is? This guy is right here. This is at least a 4-foot beam. Jason is another 2 feet away. And watch that Jason could easily run around this beam and get away from him, or turn around and skedaddle. But no, this is at least, Jason is right here. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet between Jason and this guy. There's at least, look at where his feet would be, and look at where his feet would be. That's at least 5 feet, maybe 6 feet apart. Jason's got a 3-foot arm. This guy's got a 3-foot arm. It's 2 feet. This is probably 2.5 feet extended. This is 2 feet, so that's 4.5 feet. So there's at least another 1.5 feet between these two hands, according to this angle. But you're going to tell me that this is justified? Jason is so scared that he needs to pull out his little can of pepper spray and do this to this guy.
Stop following me.
There. Stop following. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with him? This guy is minding his own business, going to the drugstore to get a prescription filled. Probably, maybe for him, maybe he was just diagnosed with cancer. Maybe his wife has cancer. Maybe somebody in his family is really sick. And he's having a life, and he's looking at some serious situation where he's at the drugstore. But then this clown, Jason Adam Gutterman, perfect last name by the way, Jason Gutterman, is out here harassing people. And this guy simply said, "Hey, could you delete the video that you took of me?"
What's the matter with me?
You trying to grab my camera?
No,
You
I'm
chase me
trying
down
to
the
get you to
sidewalk?
delete that. I'm trying to get you to delete the fucking photo.
Yeah, you're trying to
I'm trying to get you to delete the fucking photo.
physically get me to delete.
And Jason's like, "Oh, no, you were attacking me physically. Oh, no, that's not the reality that I'm going to go with." You guys, you don't see what's fucking going on here? You guys don't see what's going on here with these guys? You don't understand that it's not because they're defending the First Amendment and they're teaching people what the First Amendment is all about? This is simply some fucking assholes who can't maintain employment, who fail to have a skill set or a trade or to have any education whatsoever. And he couldn't even flip burgers. He probably couldn't get along with the management flipping burgers at a restaurant. So he's got to do this and pepper spray what he calls grandpas.
We're out here having a great time with people today, man. You gonna come out and try to grab my stuff?
Why don't you go and rape some chick at a club who's dressed provocatively and say, "Well, you shouldn't have been dressed provocatively and I wouldn't have raped you, man." You guys don't, what is it that you guys don't get? Is it just me? Or is it the reason why these people in these chats, in these comment sections agree with him is because they want this type of shit to happen in the world. They want the divide. Speaking they, meaning the social media owners. If you don't know who owns Google, Google owns YouTube. Who owns Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg. You guys understand what's going on with social media? You don't think that there's some sinister agenda behind this? Come on, think about it. Seriously.
Did you get that on camera?
Yeah, I got him. He tried to grab you like 3 times.
Call the police.
Oh yeah, I got it. He was trying to grab your camera. He was from 3 feet away. Yeah, I saw it, Dad.
Do me a favor, call the police. Yeah.
I don't want to put my hands down.
Move, bro.
Well, Benjamin says, "I don't want to put my hands down." Benjamin, young, strapping, 19, 20-year-old kid, scared of grandpa. Yeah, you got to have the dramatic effect to sell what you just did. Right? Right.
Brilliant. And don't leave because the police are coming.
Fuck you.
Okay.
He can leave all he wants. He doesn't have to stick around.
This your car?
No.
Good. I didn't know who I'm dealing with.
All right, that's great.
Genius.
So let's move forward to when the cops show up. Poor Jason is a victim here. Yeah, I know graphics. Are you incapable of thinking? You incapable of thinking outside the box? What do you mean you don't know what I'm fucking talking about here? What is it that you don't know that I'm talking about here? A blanket statement. I don't know what you're talking about. And I guess this isn't the place for you. Go to the gym. Go pump up.
Are you
Go puff yourself up a little bit.
and your dog looking for a new build home? Start
This
your
is the
search.
problem that people in the chat and the comment section, they play, I don't know what you're talking about. No offense, graphics, but this seems to be a common theme amongst you viewers and you supporters of this shit, is that you don't understand where I'm getting at. I find it kind of funny that you guys don't get it. Oh, Matre. Yeah, wait until somebody has a fucking, yeah. Wait, so is the guy sick? Do you think if you're just going to the drugstore to get prescriptions that somebody might be sick, somebody might not be sick? Do you know what's going on in somebody's life? Do you need to be standing outside of a pharmacy giving people shit? Later on in the video, I don't know if it was in this one or in the other video, but he had no problem with blurring out somebody's face. It was somebody, let me see, where was it at? I think this guy? No, not that guy. There's another guy to come up and they blurred his face out. So if you can blur somebody's face out in your video that you edit later, why can't you take the video out? Take a picture of the video. But that's the whole point of Jason at Amagansett Press and Ian and Pam over there at Welcome to This World and Michigan Constitutional Crusader and frickin' media and all these guys. They're not the only ones. It's a countrywide thing where everybody thinks that it's the cool thing to do to run around and fucking pepper spray people. Sometimes somebody needs to be pepper sprayed if they put their hands on you. Then I might say, hey, pepper spray them. But when there's nobody putting their hands on you and you're instigating the situation, I think that you're in the wrong. And I know that some of you don't believe that. I know some of you just don't believe that. Let's watch what the cops say here. I spoke to this cop right here. I spoke to this guy. I talked to him on the phone. I could let you hear the phone call. Because Jason here wants the grandpa to be charged with a crime, assault. I want Jason to be charged with a crime. I want Jason Gutterman to be charged with a crime. And I'm a snitch. I'm going to contact the prosecuting attorney's office. I've already given Amagansett Press's channel to this guy, gave it to the prosecutor's office, and I said, go watch his videos, go through his catalog, and watch how many times in the last, I'm sure he takes them down so that there's no pattern to witness, but go watch his content and see how many times that he's nearly pepper sprayed somebody or he has pepper sprayed somebody. This is his MO. This is what he does. And if any of you think that that's okay, you might need a lesson in the Constitution and the First Amendment. I remember growing up, I pledged an allegiance to that flag, the United States Corporation flag. I didn't know that was what it was. But in that pledge, it says, united we stand and divided we fall. Does it not say that in the Pledge of Allegiance? Did Jason Gutterman go to a different school? He's 55 years old. He's a Gen Xer just like I am. Did he not go to the schools and have a Pledge of Allegiance? United we stand, divided we fall. Is it not bad enough that we got Big Daddy doing the shit that they do to the people? We got ICE doing what they're doing. You got the FBI doing what they're doing. They're covering up shit. You got the government wanting to start wars all over the place. But then you got an American clown here. There's a whole bunch of them doing the shit that they're doing to divide we the people. I dare any of you who think I'm wrong to come up into the live stream here, come onto the panel and have a discussion with me. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to call you names. Let's have a man-to-man conversation if you're capable of doing it. And explain to me how you can support this. And explain to me how it solidifies our First Amendment. Explain it to me. And I'll explain to you how it doesn't solidify our First Amendment and how it's eroding our First Amendment. Come on up if you got the guts. I don't think you do. Well, I think he's gutter trash too. And yeah, it is elder abuse. If he's considered a senior citizen, according to Arizona, their age range, there's a threshold like 64, you're not a senior citizen. I would assume that if you're 62 years old and you're collecting Social Security, you're considered a senior citizen. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, I might argue this fact all the way to the fucking discount that I'm allowed to get, but there are a lot of restaurants that considered me, they consider me and even Jason a senior citizen. At the age of 55, I can get a discount at McDonald's. I can get a senior coffee at McDonald's. I can move into a 55 and older community. I could go right now into, what's that place down in Florida where all the old people live? I forget what the hell they call it, but that place where there's a bunch of fucking insanity going on with old people, whatever the name of that place is. So at 55, you're considered a senior citizen in some business's eyes, but in the government's eyes, at 62, when you are capable of collecting your Social Security and you need to be on Medicaid or Medicare, you are a senior citizen. And I can guarantee you that guy, Grandpa here, is over 62 years old. And Jason just attacked him with pepper spray from 5 feet away. And I could let you listen to the phone call that I had with this Officer Bennett right here. Officer Bennett, in his own way, agrees with me and says that what happened was wrong. And he couldn't literally take sides, but he said that he's forwarding the information over to the prosecutor's office. And he said that he has seen where there were incidents where somebody wanted to press charges, but then the roles were reversed, and the aggressor, who claims to be the victim, was then deemed to be the one who should be charged. So Jason Gutterman may face charges himself. Exactly. Matre says he's 67. Boys used to have to grow up to be men, not this trash. Absolutely. Jason Gutterman should be ashamed of himself to call himself a Generation Xer. We as Gen Xers were brought up to respect our elders, period. But Jason Gutterman needs content. So, anywho, well, there you go. Wait until somebody has a fatal reaction. Yeah, exactly. When that can't imagine the effect it would have on someone with COPD or maybe asthma. Okay, what are you doing in here, Tariq? What are you doing in here, Tariq? Well, I've been pepper sprayed by the cops too, and it was unnecessary, but they did it. But the difference is that they're cops and they can get away with it. This guy is a fucking jackass who runs around the country claiming he's making travel videos. He's not making travel videos. He's creating hostile situations where he can claim that he's a victim. And I'm going to do everything in my power to have Jason Gutterman face fucking charges. I don't give a fuck what anybody on here thinks. I see what these people are doing. I don't agree with it. And fuck it. You know how many times I got YouTubers trying to prosecute me? Hey, let's fuck it. Let's do it. Let's play that. Get your prosecuted game. See who wins. See who loses. So, anybody out there want to come up and have a normal conversation? Anybody who opposes my viewpoints? Anybody who supports Jason Gutterman or Ian from Welcome to This World when he pepper sprayed the Zimmerman meat market guy? Come on. There's plenty of more content like this out here that I can share with you. You got sprayed at a Jethro Tull concert. Holy shit. They had pepper spray in 73. You're probably one of the first person I know in the world, in my world, that's ever been pepper sprayed that early in time. I didn't know that they had it in 73. So, but yeah, there's no logic, no rational justification to do this type of content. If you want to make travel videos, you can make travel videos like this guy. I watched a video the other day of the Desert Drifter. I think that was his name. Desert Drifter. It was a YouTuber who was coming back from doing a hike, and he was shooting the desert, whatnot, whatever. When he was on his way back home, he was 4 miles or 4 minutes away from home, sitting at a traffic light, and some dude in a van rear-ended him in his vehicle, and basically the YouTuber ended up dying. And he was making travel videos, not like these guys claim they're making travel videos. Yeah, tear gas in the can. That's right. And a month and a half later, he died. I watched that video the other day from police activity or whatnot, but it was pretty sad. The dude was drunk, had fentanyl in his system, had weed in his system, and he was doing like 80, 85 miles an hour and slammed into the rear of the dude in his Subaru Outlander and destroyed it. Excuse me. But yeah. Well, I didn't think cops had tear gas. I don't remember seeing any pepper spray, like in a can, like back in the 60s during the riots or anything like that. I usually just seen them with guns and just tear gas canisters and launching them and shit like that. But anyways, who wants to come up here and have a conversation? Nobody? Of course not. Let's listen to what the cop says here.
Yeah, we're talking to the officer.
Okay. This guy comes out, walks up and says, "Why did you take my picture?" And I start having a conversation with him, and
he said, this guy comes out and says, "Why did you take my picture?" And he says, "I started having a conversation with him." No, you said, "I don't think my delete button's broke, motherfucker." They conveniently leave out the parts that, don't make you look too good.
He's got it all on film. Went to grab my camera, tried to grab me, I had to jerk.
He didn't tell the cop that. He said, my delete button's broken. Have a conversation. This fucking guy's out of his goddamn mind.
Back. Okay. I started walking down the street. He started coming after me. I almost tripped going backwards, so I had to.
I almost tripped and fell backwards and cracked my head open. You fucking liar. You fucking liar, dude.
Okay. All right.
Like I said before, if I ever, anybody out there, when I start traveling the country, tell me where this fucking guy's at. Anybody out there, if I ever get the ability for people to see my content and I'm not suppressed and shadow banned and more than, if I start to get out there, but I will. I want you guys to give me a fucking heads up of where this motherfucker's at. Give me the Amagansett press notification and tell me what city he's in. I'll go to that fucking city and I'll find this cocksucker and I'll do to him what I did to Ian. But even a little worse, I'll give him what he gives to other people. And let this fucking cocksucker pull that little can of pepper spray out on me. I know everybody goes, "Yeah, you think you're tough." I'm pretty tough. Yeah, I'm not Billy Badass, but I'm pretty tough. And I think that it'd be a fair fight between me and Amagansett Press if we had to go fisticuffs. But I'll tell you right now, Jason Gutterman pulls that can of pepper spray out on me, that's not going to do anything but piss me off. But no, nobody would tell me where Jason's at. He doesn't even go live no more because he's scared to go live because he's afraid of people coming and confronting him. All these First Amendment guys stopped doing that shit.
Do you have your ID on you?
I sure do. Yes, sir.
I understand you guys are recording and stuff like that on public property or public, right?
Yes, sir.
But since something happened, I'm gonna request your ID.
Oh, I called 911. I'm happy.
All right,
to give you
appreciate
mine.
it.
Yes, Jason here. I didn't know this until later, but here, check it out.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But since something happened, I'm gonna request your ID.
Oh, I
Jason here. You see what he's got on his wrist right here? He's wearing a $10,000 Rolex watch. His son's got a $10,000 Rolex watch. They're matching watches. Not that it means much, but this is the kind of money that this guy's making where he can afford a $10,000, two of them, $20,000 of Rolex watches. So pepper spraying somebody will get him a fucking Rolex watch.
called 911. I'm happy.
All right,
to give you
appreciate
mine.
it. And so he grabbed your camera?
He tried to grab it. I yanked it back, and then I said to him, "What are you doing? Stop
It was so dramatic. He tried to grab it, but I yanked it back.
doing that." And I started backing up, and he just started charging at me.
He was chasing.
Charging at him. You see how he forms those words? He was charging. Did you see this old man charging at him? Am I mistaken here? Did you see that old man charging at Jason Gutterman?
I'm grabbing him.
Feet down the street.
Okay, and
Grabbing
then
at
you
him.
sprayed him after.
Chasing him. He was walking. They were walking.
And he wouldn't stop. I kept telling him to stop, and he wouldn't stop.
He told him to stop one time. He said, "Stop following me." Pulled the can out, sprayed him, and then said, "Stop following me" the second time.
And he's got it all on the camera. I probably have it too, but he's got the better angle.
CVS probably has it too.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
You guys mind
Unbelievable. I'm such a victim. Unbelievable.
just hanging out right here? Please?
Absolutely. Whatever you need.
Jason, you're such a fucking bitch, dude. Jason Gutterman, I hope you see this. If any of you out here, you're more than welcome to tag Jason Gutterman in this fucking video. Maybe I'll tag him after this. You're a fucking coward, bro. You're a literal fucking coward. You're a dramatic ass motherfucker. Your acting skills are subpar, and you are no different and no better than a fucking police officer who's beating on somebody while yelling, "Stop resisting." It's the equivalent. Am I wrong? Change my mind. Guy right here. He doesn't stick around much. Well, I called the Buckeye Police Department. I called the Buckeye Prosecutor's Office, and I spoke to them. You think I'm ashamed to tell you? Nope. I could let you hear it. I could let you hear the conversation between me and the officer. We talked for about a half hour. And then the other one tried calling me the next day, but I wasn't. They call private because they don't want to give you their cell phone numbers. But he called private. And if my phone isn't open, like if I'm not paying attention to my phone and my screen's unlocked, if my screen is locked, the private calls don't ring. So my phone was not unlocked and it went right to private. It didn't ring on my end.
Travel to make videos. We've been on the road full time for like 7 years.
He's been out on the road for 7 years, harassing and terrorizing his fellow Americans. He started out doing post offices, doing stupid Poster 7 videos. There was a video out here where he was arrested, and he was whining and crying like a bitch. "Oh my God, man, I can't believe you're arresting me, man. You're going to ruin my life, man. Are you serious, man?" Oh! Like a fucking girl.
Give you a card.
Look at him. Look at the little smirk on his face where he knows that this video is exactly what he
My
wants.
brand new card for you.
Look at him. He knows that he's gonna fucking make a lot of money on this video. He fucking knows it right here. Not here big and shit.
Looking for an excuse to hand them out.
Thank you.
Got my
I'll
last one.
reception accepted.
Maybe that's the videos I took it to for YouTube, right?
Do you have any stickers? Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Little girl's asking the cops if he's got any stickers, and they take cards of Amagansett Press.
It's got a bit of an audience going on.
Flush them down the toilet.
There's more action than they see in here, and who knows how long.
Let's go to
So he's just asking, can I grab your ID? Just
Yeah,
you're
sure.
the one that grabbed it all. Then he's just asking if you guys would just give us your phone number. Phone
Phone
numbers?
number?
Yeah.
Phone number, I'd rather really not.
Contact information.
I'll give you an email address.
Email? Give me your email? Sure.
I'm going to get Jason's phone number and his email when I asked for the FOIA request to get the copy of these incident reports and shit.
I get too many calls on my phone as it is. Thing doesn't stop all day. I actually literally have it on silent and no notifications.
Yeah.
Just keep going. It goes off all day.
I've been getting a lot of spam calls recently.
First Amendment lottery.
All right, so this guy,
When I
this
used
cop, he's not
to
too
think
bad.
about taxes, I would just cringe.
Not too bad, but he's
I used
kind of,
to use a CPA.
yeah, he doesn't really
That's
care
all I'm
much.
gonna do.
Okay, perfect. That's what because I mean that
I think this guy called me the day after I spoke to Bennett, but I didn't get his call.
that's where I would kind of like have a problem if you're standing here just trying to hope that someone's going to have a problem with it, and then you clickbait them to
Well, I'll
get
tell
them
you what.
pepper
No,
spray
no, no.
them.
And there's no need to because I'll
Okay.
tell you what. If
Well,
you
this is
get
exactly what he just described is what he is. Listen to him.
That's where I would kind of like have a problem if you're standing here just trying to hope that someone's going to have a problem with it, and then you
That's exactly what he does. He stands out there filming people, pretending to be a tourist and traveling from town to town and doing what he does. This guy right here, this cop, he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's describing it.
clickbait them to
Well,
get
I'll
them
tell
to
you what.
pepper
No,
spray
no, no.
them.
And there's no need to because I'll
Okay.
tell you what.
Oh, no, there's no need to. Fuck off, Jason.
This camera for long
Okay.
enough, somebody's going to call the cops on me.
Yeah, I'll just show up with a camera. Someone's going to call the cops on me. Look at the smirk on this guy's face. He knows that Jason's full of shit. He just listened to this cop describe what Jason does. This guy right here is looking at him like, yeah, come on, Jason. You're full of shit. He doesn't know his name's Jason, but he's looking at him going, yeah, you know what, you're out here fucking instigating people.
No matter how nice you're doing.
Look at the smirk on his face. You're going to tell me that face doesn't say that he knows that Jason Gutterman's full of shit.
Yeah, and my only issue that I have, and it's not necessarily on your part, is that if you doing this out here is creating a disturbance for their business, even though I don't know at what point it becomes theirs and what point it's a public
I would
sidewalk.
assume right there, right?
I assume,
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what every single one of and you'll see the video.
Okay.
Every other single person from before we got to CBS to right to this moment was laughing and thrilled to see us and having a great time.
Yeah.
Every
And nobody will want to watch that, Jason. Not one motherfucker will want to watch your content if you have everybody smiling, happy, and having a good time. There's not one fucking video that Jason shares that doesn't have some negative encounter in that video. I could be wrong, but I guarantee that there's nobody watching it. Every video has somebody, some Karen, a Darren, somebody called the cops. It's never, hey, I went and visited 18 businesses and come check them out. And if you're ever in their town, no, none of those videos are in his catalog. It's always some controversial issue, so you can get your dopamine hits.
You're out here just trying to antagonize people to get, so you can pepper spray them and get a video. That's
No.
That's exactly what he's doing. Look at this guy. He's going, yeah, that's what he's doing. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. And this cop right here just called him out. This guy going, yep, that's what he's doing.
You know what I mean? But some people,
Yeah, this old guy knows that they both know that's what he's fucking doing. Tell me that both of these guys right here, this cop and this guy right here, aren't laughing at that situation because they know that is exactly what he's fucking doing.
I'll tell you what, it worked.
It worked. This guy says, well, it worked. And they're well, some dude down there is fucking getting his eyes fucking washed out.
I walked at a quick pace backwards, probably about 30 feet down the sidewalk.
Okay.
He swatted at my camera 2 or 3 times, and I didn't swing.
Did swat at his camera. He's a fucking liar. He reached one time in the beginning, and he was 2 feet away. And then he said, "Get away from me! You back away from me!" And he reached up, wasn't but fucking 6 feet away from his camera. You hear the lies that are coming out of Jason fucking Gutterman's mouth right now?
But when I finally almost tripped over myself backwards, I said,
I almost tripped over myself backwards. Another fucking lie. You're a liar, Jason Adam Gutterman. You're a fucking scumbag liar.
Ask you if you want to be the victim of a crime or anything?
I'm not interested in pressing charges.
Okay, perfect. That's what
Oh, but no, he decides to press charges though.
Okay. The only thing I need to know is from them is if this disturbed their business, which might be just a trespass, which you might.
Well, I'll tell you what. No, the guy that works here came out 2 minutes before this guy, an employee, and said to me, "Listen, I have no problem with what you guys are doing.
Okay.
No issue with it whatsoever." He said, "But somebody called on the phone that was a customer and complained, so I have to call the police and tell them because that's our company policy." He said, "But me personally, I don't have any problem with what you're doing.
As long as he got a problem
Never
with it,
asked me
I
to
got
leave.
no beef.
Never had an issue. No? Okay. I've been doing this a long time.
All right. Yeah.
I stay out of trouble."
Oh, you stay out of trouble because you pretend to be the victim. You slick talk. You fabricate the events. You exaggerate the conversation. You don't tell the full story of your participation. And you only provide pieces of the video that suit your fucking need.
Yeah.
I tried to run as fast as he'll take me.
You're the most.
Oh, you tried to run as fast as you did you guys see Jason Gutterman try to run away from this grandpa?
Polite and cooperative.
He grabbed a fucking pepper spray within 10 seconds. I forgot to do the time from when he started fucking telling him, "Oh, my camera doesn't have a delete button," to the point that he pepper sprayed him. It was probably 7 seconds. We could go back and do it.
One I've dealt with yet. Most of them are auditors looking for.
Yeah, well, you're the slickest talking auditor yet. Most auditors I deal with are just rude.
Clicks and just, you know what I mean? So I appreciate the exchange.
My goal in life is to record organic, uninfluenced situations. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, perfect.
All right. His goal in life is to record organic, natural situations. You know how you achieve an organic, natural situation with the ability to record it? You do it with hidden cameras. Am I wrong? How is it organic and natural reactions while you're standing there, 2 people with fucking cameras like you're on a movie set? That is not natural and organic activity. People are automatically looking at those cameras. Hide the cameras, put on some spy glasses, put a camera in a bush. That's natural, organic reactions. You don't stand there with fucking cameras trying to elicit a reaction and then claim it's organic and natural footage. You're a fucking retard, Jason Gutterman.
Life as it happens. That's actually the tagline. That's on my channel. Life as it happens.
That's not life as it happens because people in normal life don't stand on the corner with fucking cameras recording them. That's not normal, natural, daily life. Correct me if I'm wrong. Change my mind if any of you can.
That's great.
No.
Just give me just a second.
All right. There you go.
I talked to this guy right here. I attempted to talk to this guy right here. But this guy here, I can let you hear the recording. It's fucking half hour long.
You said he was chasing after you. How far down did you go?
All the way down to basically almost where he's sitting.
Yeah, we started here, and it was like that last pillar that's like double wide.
They do want you.
Yeah, that last pillar that's double wide. You could have ran around it, and that guy would have never caught you. And this guy says, "Yep, they do want you trespass."
But as long as you don't go in there, we're fine.
Yeah.
Where you're at, from what I can tell, will be a public sidewalk. I'm not going to get issue with that. As long as you don't go in there and start doing it, we have no problem.
If that's what they want to do, that's up to them. So what do
You guys are more than welcome to go and watch this. Obviously, you could go to Amagansett channel and you can watch this, and you can tell them that. Put it in this comment section that Bad Apple Media did a fucking expose or a reaction video, and he thinks you're a fucking idiot. and tell them whether you agree. I think that you're doing okay. You're supporting the First Amendment, or go over there and tell them, I think you're a fucking idiot. You should go over there and watch it. Maybe go on Bad Apple Media's channel and have a conversation like a man and tell them your purpose. Why don't you viewers help me build my channel by doing something over on the other end? Because if I went to Amagansett Press and I put a comment in there and said, hey, why don't you come over to my channel and watch it? He'll come over and he'll look and he'll go, you ain't got 114 views in 4 hours. There ain't no point in me coming. Kind of like True North Transparency said. Where did that loser run off to? Where did he run away to? Where'd you go, True North Transparency? You come in to insult me, run your dick sucker, and take off? Typical.
Verbal paper?
A piece of paper. It just says if you come back, I think it's in a year, which means in there, which doesn't sound like you want to do. So
No.
Good.
I probably won't even be back in Toronto for a year.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Just right here, just saying that you're trespassing from CBS. Okay?
You're the bearer of good news.
Can you just give me a signature right here? It's for Jason, and this one will be for Benjamin.
This one means to talk.
Yeah, this one's
Memorialize the moment here.
Thank you. And then Benjamin.
Yeah, they got me too.
So right there.
Okay, Benjamin Gary Gutterman. Jason Adam Gutterman. This is their names. You could do anything you want with these names. You can find out where they're at. You can do all kinds of shit. It's kind of how I do my thing. Background check services, the good ones are, hey, I can find your mama's mama. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. If you get the right background, you get the right tool, you can find somebody's mama's mama if you know their name.
Trespass from CBS. Does he get trespassed too for coming out and assaulting somebody?
He wants the grandpa trespassed.
Because if I wanted to press charges against him, you would have.
So, not necessarily because they didn't make any kind of contact.
He didn't make any kind of contact. Listen to this cop talk.
He told me that he didn't touch you or the camera, right? I understand he was following you.
You don't need to touch somebody to make contact.
Yes, you do. This is the common misconception between these nitwit fucking First Amendment guys. They think that they're law scholars. Arizona has very similar law called your stand your ground law, which is almost mirrors Michigan. But there's a reason why Ian from Welcome to This World is being charged for using the pepper spray on the Zimmerman's meat market guy, because he wasn't in any imminent threat. You don't have to flee, but you can't create a situation and then instigate and cause the problem and then claim that you're a victim when somebody is coming towards you. This is the same scenario here. That old man did nothing, and this cop is explaining it to him that he never touched you. And Jason wants to tell a cop, oh, yes, he committed a crime. He assaulted me. No, that's not the definition of a crime. And apparently a lawyer here in Michigan who's a prosecutor, and it was probably run through a bunch of fucking lawyers that are prosecutors who said, yeah, we got a case here because he wasn't in any danger, and he literally pepper sprayed him out of the blue. He wasn't in any threat. Just claiming that you're in threat isn't sufficient. That's not reasonable. And a jury, hate to tell you guys this, when some of you, True North Transparency, say that I don't know nothing about the law, I beg to fucking differ. Apparently, you're trying to say that the prosecutors know nothing about the law when they've literally charged this fucking guy with a crime. I'm not on the government's side about anything. I don't lick the boots. I'm not a bootlicker. I don't back the blue. I don't hate cops. I don't hate the government. I hate the corruption. There's nothing I can do about who they are and what they're about, but I do not have to tolerate the corruption. But when it comes to them knowing the law, that's why he's being prosecuted. Ian Pfister, Welcome to This World, is being prosecuted because he is not the victim. Just like in this scenario, Jason Gutterman is not the fucking victim.
Okay.
When you say to somebody, I'm going to grab your camera and delete what's on the camera and physically be able to do that, that's breaking the law.
Leaving a person in reasonable apprehension that.
And I was scared for myself. I thought I was going to fall backwards and split my head open on the sidewalk. That's why I kept it.
Yeah, I understand.
So I don't want to press charges against him. But so my question was, I just want you to see how silly it is. It's the guy with the camera that's trespassing. The guy who committed the assault is not. That's what I thought.
And then just 1 year, okay?
1 year?
1 year.
I'll come back in here today.
If you want to.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I might be here.
Okay.
And I really do appreciate you, man. Smile, smile.
Appreciate it.
You're good. You know what? Please,
I'm already on camera.
Go. I'm filming too, just I'm documenting coming in to talk to you. I was just
Shortly after they departed from the law enforcement officer, Jason Gutterman claims that he talked to his lawyer. Jason Gutterman doesn't have a defense attorney because he doesn't get prosecuted. He called his civil attorney. He called his entertainment attorney.
Yeah,
It's more likely an entertainment attorney.
I'm filming too, just I'm documenting coming in to talk to you. I was just involved in an
It's out of order. Call you.
So this is after Jason Gutterman told the dispatch that he wants to press charges. Officer Bennett showed back up, and he's like, "What's up?" And he says, "Oh, I want to press charges." So Officer Bennett said, "Okay, I'll be back. I got to go do some paperwork and give you a long form." So now he's back. I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version.
Oh, that's you.
Report number's right there. My information's right there. Other individuals' information and then your information.
Okay.
Any questions?
And like you said, so it just goes up to a district attorney and then they decide what they want to do?
Yeah. Essentially right here in Buckeye.
Okay.
There's another form I need to give you. It's just like a pamphlet. Let me just grab it real quick.
All right.
Oh, he's showing it. All right. Assault, disorderly conduct. I would say that Jason Gutterman is the one who was disorderly conduct, because if the disorderly conduct statute in Arizona is anything like Michigan, the fact that he is creating a disturbance, and Jason claims that he isn't doing this with any First Amendment protection. He's not doing it as a First Amendment auditor. He's changed his MO up a little bit because he thinks that it's better to say that he's not an auditor. But to say that he's being charged, this guy's being charged with disorderly conduct and assault, a salute, an salute, spelt assault wrong. But when you gather people around, which was happening, people were watching, and he was giving out cards, that's a crime. That's a disorderly conduct crime in Michigan. So let's see what else is being said in this thing here.
I'll send you the video.
Part of it, he didn't show Jason's name, his information. I'll get that myself.
I'll try to get it out tonight. If not tonight, I'll send it to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But when you submit this, you submit a copy of the video with it. Do they get to see that? Whoever's deciding?
Yeah, the attorney,
Okay.
the prosecutor,
Right.
they'll review everything, and then I'll put in the report that I sent you the link.
Okay.
And they'll go look for that video.
Okay.
So that's
Perfect. Okay. Well, I appreciate you.
See, Jason only wants to share a excerpt of the entire video. He didn't. I can guarantee you that he has not submitted the uploaded version here on his channel with the tagline "Grandpa got the sauce." He didn't put this one on there where it says "Grandpa got the sauce." Right here.
Is your car?
I guarantee that he didn't share that.
Good. I gotta know who I'm dealing with.
I guarantee he didn't share "Grandpa gets the sauce." FAFO. Guarantee they didn't, but that's okay because I let them know about the Amagansett Press channel and said, you need to go and watch the 2 videos that he and his son produced, edited, and shared on the channel. And how many views? Amagansett's got 625,000 subscribers. This video got close to 450, well, not close to, he got 457,000 views in a week. He's made a lot of money on this video. And guess what? I'm going to get the name and information of this guy if they don't redact it. And I'm going to communicate with this old man, and I'm going to tell him he needs to contact the law enforcement in the prosecutor's office and let them know what's going on and tell him his age and the whole 9 yards. And if this guy can get Jason Gutterman prosecuted, He doesn't even need to get him prosecuted. He could actually sue Jason in civil court for what he did to him. And why not? Sue his ass. Get a chunk of change out of him. That's what this old guy should do. The grandpa. So anywho, we got Untrackable in here. What's up, Untrackable? We got Lynette. We got Tony running with scissors. We got Matre, Chris Phillips, and a bunch of lurkers. Hold on, Untrackable. I got you. I see you in the back. I didn't see you on there. I got you. We're gonna bring Untrackable on here. He's probably are you a I'll find out. Give me a minute. Let me clear this stuff out. Give me 1 second. Remove this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bad Apple Media stream open panel. We got Untrackable. What's happening, man?
Yes, thank you for having me, first and foremost.
Hey, no problem. Welcome to Bad Apple Media. What would you like to talk about? You in support of or opposing me? What's your opinion of this situation? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay. So what do you think about this situation?
It's tough.
Well, what's tough? Is it?
I came in towards.
Go
ahead. I came in towards late in what you were showing.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly which video this is. I do watch most of their content.
Who, Amagansett Press?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a subscriber to his channel?
Yes.
Are you a subscriber to his son's channel, Watching the Watchmen?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think about their content and what they produce?
For the most part, from what I see, I agree with being free to take pictures in public, right?
Yeah, I agree to that too. I support the First Amendment right to record in public.
But there is something, even with watching, that is I'm not going to call it instigative. However, if I'm in a situation where somebody doesn't want me around, then my reason to need or want to be around becomes beyond just being around. Like, oh, I'm just taking pictures. Does that make sense?
If I'm picking up what you're putting down, you say that it's okay and you don't have an issue with recording in public, but if somebody tells you that they don't want you to take pictures of them, then you wouldn't take pictures of them or video? Is that what you're saying?
If I was just doing it to just do it, then I would get enough from just doing it. However, if somebody told me that they felt uncomfortable, you know, there are steps back that can be taken. You can still, you know, film that doorway, film that window, film that action. But you know, it's not that it's illegal. It's that, you know, hey, it's not illegal for me to walk up to your face while you're standing there smoking your cigarette on the side of the road and to just stand in your face. We're both on public property, right?
Yeah,
but I'm like, hey, well, what are you doing? I have questions like, why are you doing this? Where is this gonna go? Please, you're making me feel uncomfortable. Yada yada yada. It's not that it becomes illegal. It's not illegal, right?
No, absolutely not.
But
there's
but after that, but you know, it and that's where it's like, you know, flexing the law. At what point does flexing the law become more important than, you know, really violating people? Because I watch a lot of these videos. I watch a lot of these videos. Now, and not just them, everyone. I watch so many of these First Amendment things.
The window shopping version.
And from we're on the sidewalk. Oh, why are you taking pictures of the bank? Oh, this is a church. All of them. I watch all of them.
One end of the spectrum to the other when it comes to First Amendment.
What is that?
You're watching all sorts of First Amendment videos from one end of the spectrum to the top.
I watch it. I watch as much as I can of so many people that put themselves out there. I watch the 2A guys. I watch the 1A guys.
Right.
I watch the, what do they call it? The 4A guys. You know,
with those.
But
well, have you seen have you seen the Zimmerman? Have you seen the Zimmerman meat market video?
No, I don't believe I have.
You haven't seen that with Welcome to This World, where he pepper sprayed the guy when he came outside, claiming that he charged at him and was going to hurt him, and then he pepper sprayed him from, 5-6 feet away, just like this incident. And then he claimed that he was a victim, that the guy assaulted him, never touched him. And then after the fact, the cop showed up, they shared videos, and then the auditor who pepper sprayed the business owner was charged with a weapons charge for spraying somebody with a chemical device. Did you see? You didn't see that?
I don't believe it.
Well, that's something that you should probably check out if you got some time. You could watch the video on the channel. If Lynette, I don't know if you're capable of seeing it, or I could just tell it to you. I don't know if you're able to pull the video up while you're on here with me, but you could go and check it out on Welcome to This World. Or you can just watch one of my videos, a couple of the videos that preceding this one, where I talk about that incident and I share the video itself, so you can get, gauge the video itself. But
I guess I have maybe two comments that are based on reasonability. And that is, if it is reasonable that somebody is coming at you, defend yourself, right? Also, and the second is, if it is reasonable to leave somebody alone, don't go at them. I think it's so much of this winds up being such a
unnecessary.
How much are we going to skirt hairs here? Because so many people did not have to approach the First Amendment auditor, and so many hairs are. Why did you reach for your defense when it wasn't really necessary? You can always back up. And I put that on both sides in so many of these more extreme videos that I see. You didn't have to go out there, and you didn't have to pull the pepper spray or whatever.
Right.
You do not have to engage. You do not have to engage. When you choose to engage, right or wrong, you still open up the opportunity to lose. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. You know how the auditors will love to use the motto of FAFO, fuck around, find out. Well, I believe that there's a similar motto that would apply to them and everybody. How you were just saying that, it's a kind of a two-way street. They don't have to engage. They could back off. There's another saying that I've used my entire life, and I would never throw it away to replace it with another one. But my motto is, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You know what I mean? So,
and
it's insane.
But also it doesn't matter who started it. If you don't like what's going on right in front of you, you have choices. And if you're going to handle it yourself and it doesn't go your way, whether you're right or wrong, it may not end so well. And that goes both ways,
Absolutely.
That is where two-way gunslinger mentality brings us to. It's like, hey, they're out there, they're doing their thing, leave them alone. Because, if somebody says, hey, what are you guys doing out here? Oh, we're shooting a YouTube video. Well, hey, my name's so-and-so. I see the good encounters. I also see the bad encounters. And it's like, hey, back up. You guys can't do that. You're going to tell me what to do? Well, all of a sudden,
it's a hostile environment.
That becomes this gunslinger mentality. We have choices. You can leave them alone. Leave them alone as long as they're there. Never engage them. Guess what? They will just get pictures of the front of your business. That's all they will get. Your customers may nick you, and your customers will cause a problem. They will give content, but they will also give negative about the people that go there. But your customers may be bigger than even your mentality of leave them alone. They may be like, hey, this place, gives the best back massages. This place sells the best socks. This place does this. This place does that. We love this place. We love this place. We love this place. The owner still doesn't have to come out.
Well,
Or
of course.
the supervisor or whoever's in charge at the moment doesn't. They don't have to come out. It's like, oh yeah, we got this positive interaction. But when those negative interactions become, hey, don't film me. And then they go inside and then they tell the boss, and then the boss comes out and the boss is like, hey, you guys can't do this. And it's like all of a sudden, who's telling who what to do? But then at the same time, from the perspective of the camera, oh, now you're going to tell me what to do. I'm not backing down from anybody. I'll film anything I want to do from a public space. And who are you going to get to come and stop me? And, that's
becomes
a mentality. And I don't agree with singer mentality. I think everybody should protect themselves. So, hey, if I'm
hearing that thought,
I'm going to protect my life, right?
Well, having that thought, do you think that
if I'm going into this business and I don't like being filmed, well, I'm gonna just walk into this business and I'm not going to engage the camera. But they do.
I got a question for you. Do you think that Jason Gutterman, Amagansett Press, or you didn't see the full video, so it's kind of hard to get you to possibly answer the question, but do you think that he was under any sort of actual threat, or was it a manufactured scenario where he could use his pepper spray to make content that will get him the views? Because nobody wants to watch content with a bunch of boring people saying, hey, great video, good to see you. They're waiting in a 40-minute video for that 2-minute dopamine hit from the negative reaction or the interaction.
Oh, for sure. And I just left a place that a channel that I frequent, a smaller channel, and they're talking about, well, drama content versus like intellectual time of the day content, but the drama content gets so much attention.
Unfortunately,
of course it does.
Nobody wants.
Of course it does.
Right. Nobody's interested.
Yes, it does.
Intellectual content.
So unfortunately, it does.
Well, yeah, they need the dopamine hit. There was I could share a video with the audience if I might put it in the comment section. It's I don't know how old you are, but I'm a little older. I'm 57 years old. I'm a Gen Xer. And
okay, I'm 42.
Okay, so you're just past that. You're close. You just missed it. But when I was a kid and we grew up the way that we did, is a little different. Every generation is different than the next, and the things that my there's a lot to say for the Gen X, kids. We're pretty much feral. We did what we wanted when we wanted, and we knew the risk. We understood, many things that kids nowadays, or youth, or even some adults, they would never understand, because they lived in a different age where, when I was growing up, the report button in my day was punching somebody in the mouth for talking shit. That was the report button. Today, if somebody gets you, makes you mad, they hit the report button and try to get your channel taken down, or they want to strike your channel to remove you from, the platform here. When I was a kid and you got into a beef and there was, a report button, you really couldn't cancel the person out the way that they can online, because you needed the kid who lived four doors down from you to be on your baseball team the next time you played. You couldn't afford to cancel people out in your life. It's a different world from, real life to social media. And what's happening today is very difficult for me to accept, because it's a different world. I'm one of the dying breeds, so to speak. Not me, but our generation. And we grew up in an analog situation, not a digital situation, and it's a different world. And I see things a little differently than the millennials and the zillennials and whatever generations there are right now. I don't even know the multitude of what they're called other than zillennials and millennials. So, but it's
I got you. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Back in 03 to 09, I was an Army cook. So I got put down a lot. But am I any less than you?
You were a necessity. You're a necessity. You were a part of the team. There's no I in team. Everybody had their role.
Well, when I went to the motor pool and was like, hey, the light bulb's out on the LMTV, and I'm looking at the mechanics and they're like, well, that's operator maintenance. And I'm like, you want me to help you out when you come through the chow line? Like,
you want to get your
share, up. Like, let's make a deal here. My job connects to your job. The elbow connects to the knee bone, connects to the ankle somehow.
Exactly.
Nobody's better than but this flexing of rights, like, yes, you have the right from the public place to film this. And, and people do have the right to come up and interact with you in public places. Like, hey, how you doing? I say it damn near every person I pass ever. You come within 3 steps of me, good morning, good evening, how you doing? What's up? I don't really expect an answer.
No, it's social,
but
it's social kindness.
It's a courtesy of acknowledgement that you, whether I came in that contact of you or you came into that contact with me, it's a courtesy of acknowledgement of each other's existence. And we should be lucky to encounter each other, because it is very rare in this world that we actually acknowledge the amount of people that we actually come and encounter with. We just walk past each other and say nothing and pretend like nobody exists, like you're just a bunch of traffic. However,
yeah, well, not everybody.
If you're doing what you do, if you're doing what you're doing for the legitimacy of your purpose, and that is to show the sign, show the business, and show through the window, and they come out and say, hey, don't do that. Well, it sounds like an order, but now it's a discourse. Now it's a even you looking at them becomes a disruption. That, to me, in my opinion, should not trigger a flex in, well, it's my right to do it, so go fuck yourself.
Well, on the other
However,
side,
looked at from public, maybe should have never gone out there in the first place.
Well, that's
probably does that solidify the two-way street? Now, when somebody, if somebody lunges at you, comes at you in any sort of way, how are you going to take it? Regardless if you were looking at them or not.
Well, I don't disagree. I actually agree with you on that. If you're out recording your window shopping, like most of these guys are doing, and your voyeurism, your peeping, your window peeping, you're instigating. And if a business owner comes to the door and says, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" and they're inquisitive, and the First Amendment window shoppers, as they call them, starts, with smart remarks and condescending responses, it's going to get a negative response back. Is you're going to get back what you put out. And I see most of the people are simply questioning, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And if they were filming for a travel video or to show people your town, you would simply say, "Yeah, we're just out here showing people businesses and trying to offer free promotions on our YouTube channel, and we don't mean no harm or no foul. We don't mean to alarm you, but that's how the response could and should be if you're not intending to create or elicit negative reactions, so you can premeditate a pepper spray incident to get people to watch your videos, because nobody are going to watch their videos unless there's negative reactions in there. The viewers want dopamine hits. The content creators need the views to create the revenue. It's a yin and the yang that they both, the viewers want it and the creators do it. The viewers aren't going to watch these creators' videos if it's all kittens and rainbows. They want the negative. And that is harmful content. There's no other way around it. And I agree wholeheartedly with pretty much everything you said. I don't think there was anything that I don't agree with you. The videos that I see, their entire purpose is to get a negative reaction. That's it. There's not one. If they're out there, please, not you, anybody, share this information with me. Share me the videos with me and show me these First Amendment genre creators who are making videos without any negative reaction that are successful. They're not. They would have to change their genre and get into the travel and culture section of YouTube and those genres and actually go out and travel and show the world. These guys are just walking around small towns that are nobody gives two shits about.
Well,
so they can do what
that becomes that, in my opinion, that becomes the difference right there, because it's about what you show. Because where they go and all of their positive interactions, they are amazing. It's a good channel for a travel channel. But what gets the clicks and views is when they trigger somebody, when somebody has a hard time with them doing what they're doing. I agree with you. That's what gets the attention to the channel. Not just, oh, I went to this sock store and I was the people on the street were like, hey, I hope I'm not interfering with your shot. And I'm like, well, here's a sock shop. I hope you find, and then they go into the sock shop and it's a positive interaction, right?
Right.
But no, what winds up getting the clicks and views? The person from the shop coming out and be like, hey, what are you doing? We don't need clowns around here. Get away. And then next thing you know,
Shit hits the
it
fan.
becomes a negative reaction, and then somebody calls the cops, and the video's all about the police interaction. It's not about the town anymore.
Well, it never really was.
From their perspective, but if you cut that whole thing off and just had the signs of the stores, and if you had positive interactions with people showing those, if that was 100%, you had zero, even if you got arrested, you cut it out and you only put the positive stuff. Well, guess what people are looking for? So many people are looking for not just the negativity, they are looking to, blame a certain demographic, if you will. And that is, hey, let's watch police do bad things. I've been watching this for years. And trust me, I'm
find fault in everybody.
You said it before, like, I am not necessarily on the side of the government. But
not against
instigation. Hey, if you're doing your thing and you get caught up, how about this? Do like I do. Eat it. If I fuck up, guess what I do? I eat it.
Yeah,
I don't go blame the rest of the fucking world. And I've been down that road many times.
Yeah, that's a sign of being a man and an adult, and you suck it up, Sally, and you admit your mistakes and your errors and your ways, and you learn from your mistakes and you move on. You capitalize on it. You don't exacerbate the issue, and you don't play the fucking victim. But this is what the trend is amongst these First Amendment so-called auditors. I don't have a problem with auditors doing
but also
that they do. That is, holding the government accountable. There should be no, to me, you're dividing we the people unnecessarily with this content.
Yeah. I've been watching these guys long enough to where the thumbnail and the stuff like that gets the clicks and the views. But I love the parts of the videos where people come out and promote their own businesses. I love the part where they catch somebody on the street and they recognize them and like, hey man, I love you, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want those people that say that to say that I love you because, oh, you're so entertaining because you got the cops called on this business or that business or the other. I want them to, love them because, yeah, they're traveling. They are doing what so many people wish they could do, and that is travel the country and do all these things. However, if you could just, I can't, like I said, I have a bit of a background myself. I have never drawn down on anybody. I have never pepper sprayed anybody. I've done door-to-door sales, and I have never had anybody treat me like that in such a way to where I couldn't just back up. Just back the fuck up and move on with my life. I have never been in a situation like some of these people, including what you're talking about, the Amagansett Press, that I couldn't just back up.
Well, there's always.
I mean, I have been in situations where I have backed up a hell of a way, but nothing. I had to pull nothing. I just backed the hello up, you know.
There's always an opportunity to avoid conflict. It's not that difficult to do, you know. I was a bouncer in a bar for a couple of years. It was a pretty wild bar. Matter of fact, it was the bar where Eminem got his street cred, where, you know, my buddy is the guy that got hit in the head with the gun. This was back in 99, 2000. I was known as the nice bouncer because I wasn't prone or hot-headed to just start beating on somebody because they're doing something that they shouldn't do, or they're being, you know, kicked out of the bar, whatnot. If they're starting shit and I was there, I try to talk logic and reason and rationale with them and say, look, man, you worn out your welcome. It's time to go. You can come back again another time, but it's not today. It's time to exit the building. And, you know, please exit stage left. I didn't jump on them, start beating on them, grab them up by the nape of their neck and their pants and throw them out the door like some of the other guys I worked with. To me, that's unnecessary. Now, if the person wants to become aggressive and reach up and maybe, you know, try to grab me or whatnot, that's a different story. But in the general sense, I always try to approach situations, you know, no matter the situation, for the most part, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm no different than the next guy, but in a situation, a controlled environment, I try to rationalize it and make it the logical way out.
But do you? But you know, and I think that's where the other side comes from it. It's the excuse is, and I'll say the word excuse. The excuse is, I'm legal, and there's nothing you can do about it. But when you, maybe not you, but the parties that be, bounce into public property and that person says, I'm going to stand my ground. Well, that's when the separation from property that needs to be protected, that should be protected, that is properly protected, enforces protections, 10 feet outside the door, and this person says, I'm not gonna back down. I'm, you know, that's when it becomes is this person a legitimate threat, and does this person need to even approach the cameraman? Because when they do approach the cameraman, you know, he is on public property, yada, 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 but you don't have to leave that perimeter. In fact, your perimeter is now behind you. So it's people testing legality versus reality. Like,
I'm not in disagreement there. But my view is, yeah, they didn't have to engage the cameraman to question them or to try to exert their position over them. But at the same time, it's a two-way street. The recording individual didn't necessarily have to go there in the first place to initiate any communication. It's, to me, the purpose is lost in translation.
I didn't see the video that you're showing, but I have seen so many of them that individuals of establishments have left their establishments, and hey, you take another step, I'm on public property, I'm on the public sidewalk, I'm public, you take another step, and then they get sprayed.
Well,
there's really not too many, if any, videos of somebody with a camera walking into a place and being told to leave and being, spraying a security guard inside that security guard's area of operation.
The content creators, the videographers, the cameramen themselves, they understand the threshold. They understand the limitations. They're the ones that do this on a regular basis. The typical individual on the street who encounters these people don't even know this type of insanity is even a thing on the internet. They don't know nothing about it, and they're inquisitive to the point where some people are under the misconception that they have the right to not be filmed in public, and that is not accurate. It's wrong that you can be filmed in public. It is your duty to create the privacy. If you're in your home and somebody's peering through your windows and they're looking between your curtains, that's voyeurism and peeping Tom. Now that's a different story. You're in the privacy. You have a right to privacy in your private domain. You're in the public. You're in a business that's open to the public and it's for public use. You don't have any right to privacy, no expectation. But at the same time, they have the right to contest it. They can contest it, whether it's a valid contesting of the recording or not. But if these individuals were decent human beings without the intent to create issue, they wouldn't respond the way that they do. They're, I'm familiar with a particular incident here in Michigan where the film, the recording, the individuals, hold on one second. These individuals don't show some of the content that they create where they go above and beyond normalcy to instigate, harass, and basically fuck with people to get them to react. I was friends with a law enforcement officer who told me about these Michigan guys who they have video of them hiding in the bushes, calling people, women, fucking cunts and shit like that. But then when the women comes out, side, they'll record and only put up the stuff that they want, where they pick and choose their content and the select, clips in sections of their videos to cherry pick their content to make themselves look like they're innocent victims. And I'll say it a million times here, Untrackable. I am not against people filming in public because it is their constitutional right, but there has to be a little bit of decorum amongst these people if they want to claim that they're not out to cause trouble. That is their sole purpose. Just be honest. Not you, but they need to be truthful and admit it.
I want to say that I have one instance of experience in doing this whole recording type of thing, because I have a job and my job is not recording. I'm not a YouTuber.
Right.
I work a job. I have a family. I have somebody to go home to, and stuff like that.
Right.
But I drove my wife to pick up her car from getting an oil change. And she got in her car, I got in my car, we were driving back, and I was on somebody else's live stream. And you know, being around people who First Amendment audit, people who are on a certain side of thinking and stuff like that. It's like, oh, film everything, film everything. I was like, hey, you guys want to see a police station? So, you know, it was on my way home, and it's a tiny little precinct. It's not a massive thing in our area. It's just this little hub, you know. And so I park my car across the street. I go out, I turn my camera around, show them the flag, and they had the blue line flag on there on the flagpole, which I'm not against police, but I believe in flag code and stuff like that. It's not an official flag, and whatever. So I'm walking on public streets and public sidewalks all the way around, and just looking at the police cars. They had like 8 of them that were turned on, running, ready to go. Nobody in them. And, you know, that is what we saw. And I walked around. Not a single police officer came out and messed with me. Not a single police officer said, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you filming our car?" I didn't get close to anything. I just recorded the sounds and my perspective from, you know, where I chose to walk. And I chose to walk, you know, where I chose to walk. But anyway, I moved along. Not a single person, not a single police officer, not a single anybody came out and was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then I got in my car and I drove away.
So, do you think that you would have gotten views on that video if you were a YouTuber?
Well, you know what? What I did was on somebody else's live, so I don't know who cares about it. But because nothing happened, it was, to me, it was like, hey, look at this. Hey, I'm taking a walk. This is what it looks like when I take a walk. For some reason, when y'all take a walk, right? Like you said about clipping things and instigating things and maybe, you know, kicking and stomping or getting a little too close to look suspicious, if that's a word, to things. It's like, I didn't do any of that. And I walked a 360 around a police station with cars running, got the flag and everything. Nope, nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave 2 shits about me.
Well, that's content that nobody wants to watch, you know, and they'll claim that's the goal that we're desiring. You know, we don't want to talk something. Well, nobody will watch the videos.
At the same time, I could live stream. You know how some people like, what do they call it? IRL. Oh, it's IRL. It's IRL when it's relevant. It's IRL when they instigate something. It's IRL when something's going on. But you know what my IRL is? It is so uninteresting that it's either uninteresting or I wouldn't even dare to do it because I could lose my job because my job is not IRL. If your IRL is getting people to click and view, then that's not IRL. If you
Right.
feel me.
You just nailed it on the head right there, though. You see what I'm saying? Is that most people that are viewing or watching these videos and this content, they themselves do not have their IRL, their in real life is pretty mundane, pretty, cookie cutter, boring, same old type of stuff. And they need that entertainment value. I don't know why it's considered entertainment in today's world when there's 300 channels, sports up the wazoo, boxing, bare knuckle, MMA, racing, football, hockey, you name it, you can watch it. If you don't like it, you can go to the next. You can scroll, you can doom scroll on the internet. But for some reason, people who pay attention to this stuff, they need that dopamine hit, that excitement from a video that they don't have in their real life. That's where
Let me take a pee and I'll rejoin you. Is that cool?
Well, how about this? I've been on almost 2.5 hours. I'm gonna be winding it down. So we'll just we'll pick it up another time. How's that? Because it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. I don't know where you're at, but you seem like you're in the north with all that cold out there. You can see your breath. Where are you at?
It's cold. It's cold. I'm in the south. I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, damn, and you can see your breath like that? Holy moly, it must be cold as hell down there. It's probably 10 below zero right here in Michigan right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's the temperature there?
But for real, thank you for having me on. Keep doing what you're doing as far as having these conversations. I try to live by the principles of take care of myself, and when other people do crazy shit, look at it, because how else am I can't speak for anybody else. How else am I gonna know what not to do? And you know what? If those people pepper spray people, or if those people get pepper sprayed, guess what I'm learning from? I'm learning from the totality of it. Yeah, I love my rights, but I also know not how to not fuck with people. I've knocked on doors that weren't exactly open to be knocked on, and I've been told to go the fuck away.
Well,
I don't understand you. So, measure the distance between what you believe in and how much it actually takes to take a life. And I want to protect mine, and I have much more than mine to take care of. So, having rights, that's amazing. Having rights is amazing, isn't it? However,
beautiful thing.
Be careful where you flex. Be careful where you feel like you don't belong, because the moment you don't belong there, somebody's going to take a lot more than your rights. And they may be wrong, but you're going to be gone.
And that can happen on both sides of this argument. It could happen to the persons who approach the videographers, and it could happen to the videographers who approach those other people. It's a two-way street. I agree with you. Having said that, go to the bathroom, my man. I appreciate you coming up, and feel free to jump up anytime I got an open panel. And I look forward to having further conversations with you and other people who are willing to. And I appreciate you coming up here and giving me some of your time, sharing your thoughts. I really appreciate it.
Take care for yourself. Enjoy the frozen weekend, and I will see you again, my brother.
All right. Well, don't forget to subscribe. Pay attention down the road. I'll be producing some more content that you might be interested in. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Stay warm down there. Be good, brother. All right, guys. So there was a conversation there, and I got some perspective from the man known as Untrackable. So we've got 2 hours and 25 minutes into this. I'll give it another 5 minutes and make it a 2 hours and 30-minute stream, and I'll get the hell out of here. And anybody else got anything to say? Any perspective on this? And Boogaloog One says that Liberty Troll sprayed an older woman a few weeks ago as well. Not a shock. You know, this is becoming a wide a trend that's, you know, happening all across the country. It's widespread. It's almost like it's the new thing to do to get views. You know, the idea. Just imagine thinking that I'm going to go and create some videos and pretend that I'm, you know, protecting the First Amendment, and I'm window shopping, as you know, as it's called. It's referred to as window shopping. Or, you know, I don't know how we got away from auditors, you know, focused on law enforcement or the government itself to hold them accountable. Has it worn out its novelty? Is the honeymoon over? Are these guys realizing that they're getting nowhere with auditing and doing these, you know, camera episodes in government buildings where the only result is they're getting arrested and prosecuted, and they, you know, have to spend thousands of dollars or whatnot, you know, begging for money? Like welcome to this world. His lawyer charged him $7,500, and he allegedly paid $4,000 down for the retainer and still owes $3,500, but he doesn't have the money to pay it, and he's asking viewers to pay for the remainder of his retainer is $3,500 more. This is another aspect of my issue with people that are out here doing this. If you were out here conducting yourself in a manner that has a potential for jail time, or being arrested, or being charged for pepper spraying somebody, or being charged by the cops for auditing them and obstructing justice and resisting and not IDing, or whatever occurs while you're out here taking the risk with a camera in your hand, putting yourself on social media, expecting to get clicks, likes, and views so you could earn some monetization, get some donations from the people that are watching. However, whatever you're doing, if you don't have the means to take care of your own situation, i.e., with a bond, with a lawyer, with not having any means to pay your bills, losing everything, if you're not willing to risk it all, you shouldn't be in this game, so to speak. And if you don't have the ability to finance your own game, you shouldn't be playing the game. Me and Quentin Booker, who is the content creator of Dying to Live, the channel that is still out there. He's been on hiatus for at least 3 years now. But me and him, we're constantly having conversations about videos from content creators that we would see getting themselves hemmed up by auditing law enforcement or government buildings, and then relying upon viewers and subscribers to pay whatever expenses that they needed to cover. And we had a big problem with that. And he and I were having huge discussions with these big content creator channels out here, and they didn't like what we had to say about it. They didn't like it. But we were under no obligation to say what they wanted us to say. We weren't in agreement with them. We agreed that it's your First Amendment right to do it. We agree that the government is out of control. We all agree that this is a police state that we're living in, that we agreed on the fundamental things that everybody agreed upon. What we didn't agree upon is the fact that you didn't have a nickel to rub together to finance your own fucking problem when you got caught up. And I wasn't paying a goddamn dime. Bay Area Transparency has enough money coming in from his how many subscriber channel? How many subscribers does Bay Area Transparency have on his channel? How many views does he get on his videos? I can guarantee you he makes enough money from the AdSense alone to pay for his own attorney. This is a typical grift, a typical e-beg situation. Chili DeCastro raised $35,000. Not once, but twice, 3 times he's raised ungodly amounts of money. Why don't you guys start paying me some money? You guys want to become members to my channel and give me a steady income so I could quit my 2 jobs? And if I earned enough AdSense money, enough donations, had enough memberships, I could focus my attention on this stuff. I could travel the country. I could grow my channel, and I could make, I don't know, thousands of dollars from each video. Do I ask anybody to? No, that's not my purpose. It's kind of a sarcastic comment, but it would be nice. It would be nice. So Lynette, my moderator here, my amazing moderator Lynette, says that he has 350,000 subscribers and 78,000 views on a video. 78,000 views on average if you do 1 or 2 videos a day, which is pretty typical of these content creators. They don't just do 1 video a day or 2. They do as many as they can. And they try to get that viral, they got to have all the views. Even if they were to get a penny per view, if you're making $78, $75 per video, that's $150 a day. You can do all kinds of videos and make money. You can do all kinds of content, but they choose to do what they do. Bay Area Transparency, Lynette, he is one of those videos. Remember when I was doing the experiment and I pulled up a live stream and showed you there was 150 people in that live stream, and then a second live stream popped up, and then 2 channels split 150 viewers, and then the third channel popped up and there was 150 viewers that were split between the 3 channels. Remember that, Lynette? Well, Bay Area Transparency was one of those guys that went live, and the weirdo that was in my fucking chat who was trolling me, watching what we were doing, And when I pulled up Bay Area Transparency, I said that I was going to go into Bay Area Transparency's live stream and say something. That guy left our chat, my chat, ran over there and was going, hey, this Bad Apple Media is going to come over here and fucking say shit. This guy's a crazy asshole, blah, 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 blah. And so I went over there and was making comments, asking Bay Area Transparency if he was a shill, if he was a government plant, whatever, just posing questions. And what did he do? You remember, Lynette? What did he do? He shut his fucking live stream down immediately. Usually he goes live for an hour, 2 hours, but he immediately shut his fucking live stream down. I have that effect on a lot of these YouTubers when I jump into their live stream and I start asking them questions and saying the things that I say to them. They miraculously and amazingly decide to shut their streams down. Oh, I got to go to the store or something. Oh, somebody's calling. I got to go. It's always the same old, same old. But that's okay. That's all right. You know, these guys are going to do what they're doing, and I'm going to still continue to call them out because I believe that the majority of these YouTubers aren't who they are portraying themselves to be. I'm just saying it. I've been following these guys, these influencers, paying attention to them for over 10 years, and I can see through their bullshit. So, anywho, I've had enough. My mouth is getting dry. It's 2:15 here in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. And I appreciate everybody that's been in here. Lynette, of course. Running with Scissors, Tony, my moderators. Untrackable, appreciate you coming up, brother. Stay warm down there in Carolina. Boogaloo, appreciate you. Chicken Little, as usual, appreciate you. And whoever else was in here, Jethro Miller, you probably gone already, or you fell asleep. Let me see who else is in here. Rip Curl, appreciate you for stopping through. Another one of my moderators. And anybody else? Matre, appreciate you as well. MHM 321, going down the line, shouting out all the people who had the courage to speak up in the comment section. And I also like to thank those of you that are lurking in the bushes. Chris Phillips, thanks for coming in, commenting. Appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for you guys, the few of you who are watching this, even you lurkers, the channel would be dead in the water. Sorry, pretty much dead in the water. But Graphics 422, hope you got your gym on. Let's see who else. Hey, even Tariq, Unslaved Truth, appreciate you coming in. Let me see who else is in here. That's pretty much all. True North Transparency, even that pain in the ass. Appreciate you coming in here. So, anybody want to meet up again? Maybe tomorrow night, maybe Sunday during the day. You never know. If any of you have any videos that you would like for me to showcase, do a reaction video to, I'll go check out that Liberty Troll video and try and find it. I'll check out a few more of these pepper spray videos. Maybe I'll be on a little pepper spray kick and show you. Maybe the next video I present to you will be a justified pepper spraying, where somebody got a little handsy and touchy. Maybe the next video will be a little different, and I could share what these people really want to see. So, yeah, Tariq came in. He was saying hello to you. You didn't see him? He's Unslaved Truth. Okay, well, I'll go find it. And if any of you have any videos that you want me to share that you think that I may have an interest in, or you may have an interest in, you're more than welcome to reach out to me at badapplemedia@yahoo.com. Send me a link. Anything you want to do, you want to comment in the comment section and tell me in there. I don't know if you could share a link in there. I don't know if I have it turned on or off, but you can tell me the channel name and tell me the title of the video without sharing the link. I could go and pull it up and whatnot. Do all kinds of sort of content around here. Jethro, if you're still listening, you're more than welcome to share me some funny videos that we could review as well. I'm not all about being serious. I like to laugh it up and yuck it up a little bit here and there. So, anywho, appreciate y'all. Hate to tell you, but it's time for me to go. And, you know, I know nobody likes it, but that's the way it goes. Hate to say it, but, you know, some people love to see me go. Some people hate to see me leave. It wasn't that funny, guys. I know it was a cute little joke, but it wasn't that funny. All right, already. Good Lord, it's like you guys don't get out much. Fuck, it wasn't that funny. I guess I got good jokes. Glad you guys love it. I love these little sounds. Funny stuff, man. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those videos. I hope you kind of see where I'm coming from. I'm not begging you guys to see my view, see it my way. But what I'd like for you to do is to just understand where I'm coming from and try to see it from a neutral perspective and kind of like tell me what you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. I'm looking for something here. Oh, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I'll have to rewind here. Give my girl Lynette what she wants. Anybody else? If you want it, you're gonna get it. If you don't want it, you ain't gonna get it. But when you do want it, I'll give it to you. How's that? So, until we meet again, you know what to do.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss off, forget it, I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you want the taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you want the hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go with hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you want to taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you want to hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.